Welcome back to another episode of Foreign America. Once again, it's Roland, and to my left, you guys remember Christian, and to my right, I'm honored to introduce Mike Mason, Navy vet, entrepreneur, minister, and all-around hustler. Thanks for joining us, Mike. Good to see you. What's going on, man? How's one reason I wanted to have you there because most of the people we've had are like around my age. I'm 32, he's 26, around mid to late 30s, but I want your perspective. Like, what's like the most drastic thing you see? I guess, especially starting with a financial point, the difference. Obviously, things being so more expensive. But anything else that you like to add?
You mean like?
I guess just like just to raise a family,
Okay.
cost of living.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 63 years old. And I'm from a different generation, a different era, and things
Bring
have
that a little closer.
things have definitely changed, right? And with the evolution of course, AI.
Yeah, they're trying to replace us all.
Tariff laws, with Trump and everything like that. But for me, in my generation, it was simply you had to go to work, right, to provide.
Well, I heard like go to work, graduate school, get married, and wait to have kids till basically you're married. If you did those three things, you got the green check in America. You could buy a home. Right. I mean, I was watching videos people like in the 50s. I mean, just one regular like job like what we're doing, you could like buy a house and have a couple of cars and take a vacation and have 3 kids, 4 kids. Now it's like they're like, why is the birth rate down? I mean, can you blame people?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost impossible today to just have a job.
Yeah, like you told me before.
Yeah, to just
have multiple incomes.
You have to, even in my experience, I was thinking that very early on in life,
You always had that mentality. I remember you told me.
Yeah, I had that mentality, and I met a guy actually here in Bowling Green in 1983, and he said to me,
10 years before I was even.
Yeah, he said to me, and he was going to retire. He was retiring early from GM in his 50s, and he owned all this land and all this property. And he said to me, if you have income, and if you don't at least save a penny, you're a fool. Now, me being young, I was 21 years old, right? That was 42 years ago.
Got your whole life
right.
ahead of you.
And the only thing I heard him say was, you're a fool. You know what I'm saying? And
not all the other advice.
Yeah, I didn't. It took like maybe 10 years after that before I really understood what he meant, right? And that changed everything. That changed how I looked at everything, every decision I made. How I approached everything in life, and it was always about preparing for the future.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I mean, hell, I saw some crazy stat. People like your age or even older, half them won't even be able to retire. Yeah. Like how many people like we're working at just like started working there, and that's probably their only income. And I mean, it's unfortunate, but like a lot of people are just gonna have to work till they, pass away. Unfortunately, and I hate to say that, but that's the truth. And it shouldn't be like that. I mean, we're supposed to be the most prosperous country, in the world, but that's only for a small percentage, unfortunately. Yeah. I just feel like the dream is kind of, I'm not saying it's dead, but man, it's hard to accomplish. I mean, it's like they really want like a 2-tier system, either rich or poor. Like the middle class has been shrinking in the last 50 years. Yeah, that's one thing America held that high. Like, hey, you could work a job here, you don't have to have the highest education, but you could make a life for yourself and your children and your future. But down, man, just like, and you can't really just blame on one person, Democrat, Republic. I feel like I learned that's all BS. Yeah. Two wings, same bird. Yeah. They're just puppets, and somebody else is just. Right. But I'm like, what do we have to look for? Like Christian and me, to retire. Like, with $38 trillion in debt, like, do you pay that? Like, do we pay that off? Like, we get to a point the interest is more than the GDP.
Yeah. See, a lot of what we're hearing is not accurate, I would say.
Oh yeah, the report Trump trying to tout. Yeah, I think that's bullshit.
It's not accurate.
No, absolutely. Under any administration.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. America is a great country. Always have been, will always be, right? And what has enabled us or positioned us to be that way is entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs have always
and being rewarded for taking risks.
Yes,
that's nothing you need to. That's why.
See, even when you look at the decisions that the government makes, the president.
Sometimes I question every decision.
Right.
But
see, here's the thing: the working man is always impacted and affected.
Mm-hmm. Most time in a negative way.
In a negative. But so here's the thing. Here's what the government, the president, and the politicians understand. The working man is never going to be the man that matters.
No.
They understand that.
Even though we make the clock, the machine run, but
that's right.
That's still
what they understand.
You don't own.
This is what they know. Entrepreneurs is the foundation of this country. So the decisions they make never really affect or impact the entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Never. Right? Even the tax laws are designed business owners.
Absolutely.
Not employees.
Because I understand that concept because nobody could just start a damn business. It's hard. Yeah. Especially until, like us working for a corporation, a conglomerate, like that takes a lot of skill. I mean, that takes a lot of resources combined together. So I think you should reward those people. But there's also a balance. Like you get to the point where you have too much damn power and you're just buying out every freaking So it's like, how do you define that? I don't know. I've lost faith in all of them, man. Like not like
no,
like
don't lose.
No, I'm not saying like I'm suicidal. It's just like I don't expect.
I hear you.
I don't expect like anybody. Like I expect you guys, to do the right thing because I know you guys are good people. I mean, it's like your leaders are always going to betray you.
Look at this.
It's so frustrating, man.
Yeah, but I get you. And I feel you, man. I feel
sure, you felt like similar to my age too.
Yeah, I feel your pain, And but here's the thing. This is how you have to look at it. We live in an economic system, right? That's empowered by entrepreneurs, business owners, right?
Yeah, innovation.
Yeah, the bottom line for the business owner is profit. That's it, profit.
By what cost?
Now, here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. And you just look around Walmart, for example. 10 years ago, they had probably 2,000 more employees in one Walmart that they have today. What has replaced those employees is machines and technology.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Now, here's the thing. The business owner, this is his mindset. Not that he doesn't care about the person, but he cares more about his bottom line, dollar.
Yeah.
So if he could take technology, pay $1 million one time,
and write that off and write that off on his taxes
one time, and now his profit is his forever. He never has to pay that to an employee again.
I mean, occasional maintenance, occasional updates, but I understand what you're saying.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's the only thing. Like Walmart, like comes like that. They're kind of a drain on like social welfare because they basically like put their employees in a position where they don't pay them enough. And I heard the stories of people like Walmart telling their employees, "Hey, you could qualify for food stamps." Yeah, I'm like, that's a drain on us though. I
just had a meeting with a young lady. She's 30. She's married, 3 children. 2 years ago, her husband bought a truck to self-employ himself, and she works for Walmart, and she's now looking for another way to build income, So she met my wife, and we sat down and talked to her. Because if you're not thinking now and at your age, what could I do to generate some income outside of what a boss will pay me?
Yeah, or trading your time for it. Yeah, that's the thing. I know. I mean, I've tried different things too in the past. It's just like, but you gotta go through those failures.
You have to.
It's just so.
But here, look at it like this.
Crushed, man.
But
like
look at
soul.
it like this, and I feel your pain because you're gonna have the pain anyway.
Yeah, but it molds you.
Right. So if you having the pain of my boss isn't taking care of me,
you don't give a shit.
They're never gonna give me what I need.
They ultimately don't care about you.
They don't really care about me.
No.
Versus the pain of me going out there, struggling and feeling and taking risks to rid myself of that boss.
Yeah, and then even like the ones I've tried, like doing I remember I bought a sprinter van, like in my mid-20s. I tried to drive that, ended up getting rid of it. But I learned lessons. Like my hope was like, hey, I'm gonna start maybe a fleet of, and then you get crushed because you're not even a shrimp, man. You're like a freaking cell. Like a shrimp is somebody who got maybe a couple vehicles, and then the same thing going with my other friends who actually have real trucks. I'm like, I realize if the semis are struggling, what are the sprinter vans gonna do? Right. So but I mean, the bad economy it's a reflection on everything. Like I said, one of my close friends, he owns a owner operator. I mean, just getting a driver, and then the rates are so piss poor, and then the fuel on top of it, just like. But I think that's gonna go the way of AI too. I mean, I saw some like thing they have in China, like a warehouse. I think they had the lights off because it's all computers. But that's not necessarily good for us, though, Mike. What you think? I mean, what do we do?
Create.
Yeah, great, but not everybody's gonna create something. I like your spirit, but not everybody's gonna be an entrepreneur. I'm like, what about those people? I mean, it's just unfortunate. Do they just get crushed?
I don't even like the. You want to say something, Chris?
I think like a lot of people, I don't want to be negative about AI.
Yeah.
We want to look at it in a positive light a little bit.
But it's gonna have some negative.
People don't
impact.
have the ability to create, or they're too tired. They work too much. Yeah. So
I
I think maybe a positive light on that would be people will have the chance to do things that they want to do.
I mean, how would they subsidize their lives, though? I'm saying, Andrew Yang, universal basic income.
Yeah,
but,
that's what that'll come with that. Obviously, that'll have to be.
But that's just more debt, though.
I don't want that.
But you can't have money without debt. It's all just one big, kind of like one big ripoff in a way. It's like they put money out thin air, charges interest.
Well, the robots do the work. They sell the products. They pay the people a basic income, a livable income. Yeah. That's their dystopian future.
I don't know. But I don't know if that'll work. I don't know if they'll pay everybody. They'll get a check every month.
That's how.
As in theory.
In theory.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, and you'll have the opportunity to create a business and earn more income if you want to be one of those elites. Yeah. You'll get that check the government gives you if that's what you want. If that's what you want to live off of, hey, that's what they'll do. But if you want to use your free time to create something and make more money, then you'll have that opportunity as well. I think that's a little bit in the way that the future will go.
I like what you just said. Taking your free time and create.
That's what we should
do. Here's the problem that I think with your generation. The free time that you have,
they blow it.
You do everything but try to create something with it, right? And you say things like, I'm busy, I got too much on my plate.
I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Long day.
Tired of what? I mean, you got 24 hours in a day. 8 to 10 of that, you're probably working. Mm-hmm. That leaves 14 hours.
Sleep for about 6, 7.
Out of those 14 hours, 6 of those you're going to be eating, going to the bathroom, traveling back and forth, right? So now you have 8 hours left. What are you doing with it?
A lot of people, I guess, just probably wasted
it and complaining.
But yeah, I mean, at least we utilize that time.
Free time.
Yeah, I'm at the gym. Plus him having 3 kids. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, how many kids do you have?
I have 6 children.
Damn.
6 children. 10
sorry. Nowadays, that's just unheard of, man.
But see, here's the thing.
That's good. Good on you.
But here's the thing, though. We are uniquely created as human beings. Right, we are the most powerful creation of all creation. Right, because we have imagination
and thumbs.
Right? Yes, we have imagination. Right, we're able to think things and then make them become.
Think about the repercussions.
Yeah. Right. So if whatever we're thinking will be our reality.
There's a lot of there's a bunch of evil ones though. Man, we got a lot of bad ones too though.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though, Roland. What we don't control is other people.
Yeah.
But what we have total control over is ourselves.
Our attitude and our work ethic. I always
heard
that as a kid, right? Yeah.
And then if we take full advantage of that, then we get to change our world.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Not what's going on in the world or what's going on with anyone else. We get to change our world.
What they say, like, you change the world about like simple, small acts of kindness.
Yes.
It's just, I don't know. I try to say positive, but I guess a lot of this bull crap on TV is made to make us kind of depressed. And not like each other based off your nationality, race, that's all bull crap. Because we all want the same things. We want a roof over our head, food in our belly, somebody spend our life with happiness. And no matter what your color is, I feel like we can all agree to that. And that may be different routes about it, but ultimately, I mean, I'm just worried about, like, at some point, like, what do you do with, like, our birth? Like, I was, like, surprised by you having 6 kids. Like, you don't see that nowadays. Like, my good friend Baker, he does a podcast with me, other episodes. He's got 4, and, like, that's even a lot for people nowadays. Like, I have 1. I'm like, he's got 3. We could
2 more.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah. He got his sister's kids. Good man, right here though. Yeah. You should have a reality show. We'll get TLC on the phone.
So expound on that. Talk about that. You and your 5 children.
Well, 2 of them.
They're a handful.
Yeah. 2 of them are niece and nephew. 2 of them, his sister got in some stuff. We don't go detail. He's like looking after them now. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
So when you say they're a handful, what do you mean?
Just rowdy. My oldest son, Grayson, he's 6. He's autistic, so he's on the spectrum, and that's unique in its way of.
I would never thought when I saw him.
Yeah, he's more to himself.
That's another thing. Like Trump had a meeting. That's what Bobby Kennedy spoke. Like it went from like 1 in 10,000 being diagnosed with autism to now 1 in 31 from like the 1970s. I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, that could be some crap numbers, but I don't. When I was growing up, I was born in '93. I don't remember anybody being autistic. Maybe it was underdiagnosed, but it seems like nowadays it's like we are too quick to pull the trigger on just pills, medication. I feel like a lot of times just discipline your kids. I'm sorry, I'm not saying like those conditions aren't real, but I think a lot of people like.
I think if you spend over a couple hours,
like how much exercise are your kids getting, or even yourself? Like, oh, people are like, I'm depressed, I want a pill. Like, you're overweight. What are you eating? I know you always put a big importance on health. So, and look at you. This guy's what, 63? Man, I was like, what? I was like, you lying? I thought you were in your mid 50s. Good on you, man. Yeah. But that's what's missing in this country. Like I brought up before, like you would watch videos of people I remember you remember going to the beach in the 60s and 70s. You didn't see any fat people hardly. Yeah. Now, there's whales everywhere. Yeah. And not in the water. But I'm just like, you look at some people, you're like, okay, I get, you're going to get a beer belly over the years, let yourself go a little bit. But my God, man, we got to the point like severe obesity.
There's no discipline.
But it's up here. But also it's like, I know the government didn't tell us, but it's like, if you know something's bad, it's on you to stop it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but, I mean, were you, like, I saw your picture up when you were vet. You look like you were, like, bigger back then. Like, did you go through?
A little bit more muscular.
Okay. But you were never, like, overweight or nothing?
Never.
Okay, good on you.
Never.
I went through a chubby phase when
I was in my 20s, I ran probably 5 to 10 miles a day. Worked out in the gym at least 2 hours.
Hey, this dude goes in at 2:30.
Yeah.
But you can't, with the 3 kids.
Yeah.
I'm more of an after work kind of guy, Jim. I'm not like you want to go with me? Like
I mean, being in the military.
It instills that in you.
Yeah, you have to be healthy, right? And
well, shit. Nowadays, it seems like they're slacking on that. Look at your cops.
But let me talk on that. Okay. See, everything. I won't say everything, but most of what has to do with our health is our nutrition.
Absolutely,
it's what we're eating, right? And
I think mental too, though.
Yeah, that plays a part.
It's both. It's half and half, right. I think. But being under like severe stress.
If you're thinking, right, and I could show you evidence. 50 years ago, the food that we ate was nutritional. Mm-hmm. It was natural.
It wasn't all refined.
Right. Today,
it's all for profit.
Soil is depleted, right, with chemicals.
And they take the fiber out of a lot.
So what's growing out of the ground has no nutrition at all.
And I remember, I think I told them before, like when I went to Europe, I was like 16 last time I went. I wasn't heavy, but I lost weight there. But over that course of like 2 months I was there, I ate whatever the hell I wanted. And it was crazy. And I was like slim, and I ate ice cream, whatever, chivap, all these different foods, like bread. We love bread. You're Europeans love bread. We eat bread with bread.
I love bread.
I know, we all love. But like here in America, you feel it, man. You eat a bunch of bread or pasta, you're KO'd. You're like today at work, kind of. We were halfway useless. They fed us today. You're like, ugh, bro. I was like,
see, now food like that, I don't eat. I don't eat like that.
You didn't eat what they served today.
It's not normal.
Okay, it's okay. Every blue moon, it don't hurt. Yeah,
moon, but we cook our own food.
Yeah, you don't seem like a McDonald's.
No, I don't do it. I don't know.
Dude, let me give you an update, Mike. It is crap. And like now, like the shrinkflation. I swear, the freaking patties, the pickle's thicker than the patty.
Think of it like this, right? So a lot of life is actually just being aware and using common sense. Think about it like
not sleeping on.
How many cows, are born every year? How many could they kill to feed that many people?
I heard that argument. Yeah, I heard that argument before.
You have to be thinking about.
Yeah, it don't add up. The math ain't mathing.
So it can't be meat.
Yeah, I mean you should see like the potatoes McDonald's uses.
Yeah. How many potatoes can they actually grow to produce that many French fries?
You saying there's a lot of filler.
Come on, man.
I see the Taco Bell footage.
What you do, you take one potato with chemicals and you produce 1,000 of them.
So you just kind of mix everything up.
Yep.
and like diluted.
So you genetically made a potato.
Yeah, do you remember that movie Super Size Me? It came out about 20 years ago. So remember the fries never went
was a
bad.
warning.
Yeah, the fries never went bad. Like they could survive a freaking nuclear blast.
Right.
And like months and months, and like
They weren't real.
Because I'm like, hey, food's supposed to be moldy, right?
Yeah.
No, hey, they forever.
Do you know an apple and an orange in the market probably hadn't seen the tree in a year?
Damn that. So they just keep them frozen for that.
Chemicals.
Oh, it's, okay. So okay, it's not always
If
about
you see an
condition.
apple that's been off the vine for a month, you'll know.
Oh yeah, like if it was a natural apple,
Yeah,
it would be
know.
rotten. Yeah,
Yeah, the rot, right?
Yeah,
So if you got an apple that traveled from California, that sat in the freezer in California for 2 months,
oh yeah.
then traveled 3 days
Think about the same thing.
to Kentucky.
It's even grosser probably with meat. Think about how long meat's probably been, like drumsticks have been sent probably for like 2 months somewhere frozen.
So here's the thing. This is what I'm saying to your generation. You have to be more consciously aware and be common sense thinkers.
But I mean, these kids, man, like that's why I said I try to have hope. I watch videos of teachers, like not even that, like in middle school, and they're saying these kids, man, they barely know how to read. Like, what are we doing, America? Like, I mean, Chinese kids could do freaking algebra in in elementary school. Like, I don't know. We've gotten too much on worrying about people's feelings. Like, I saw some, like, these kids pretend to be, like, a furry. They let the girl bring a freaking, litter box because she wanted to pretend to be a damn cat. What are we supposed to do with that?
Can I talk a little bit more about
sorry,
my
anyways.
generation? That's okay. You good.
No, sorry, that came to mind.
You just segueing into a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Okay, now, here's what has happened to America from my perspective. Our principles and moral standards have deplenished and diminished, right?
Greatly.
Now, when I grew up in school, 2 things we did every morning. 1, we prayed.
No, that's gone.
2, we said the Pledge of Allegiance.
Do they still do that?
No.
What, they had the Pledge of Allegiance stick?
So here's the
Wait,
thing.
what?
So
You? Did you? Sorry.
We did it.
Okay, because
So here's the thing. And this is from my perspective as a Christian. When you remove God out of anything, you're destined for disaster.
yeah, morale. I could.
So when this country now says you can believe what you want to believe, even on our money, what does it say? In God we trust. But now what do we say?
I don't know.
We trust nothing.
Yeah,
And no
you're
one.
right. Yeah, I just said it myself.
Right. So that is what's really wrong with this generation. I got a 24-year-old grandson, and he said, "Granddad, God is a passing thought to us.
That's unfortunate.
We never even think about God, right?
That's
So when you're talking like that, what do you expect the results to be?
Yeah, you're gonna hold yourself to
What are your standards?
Lower standards.
What do you develop your standards, your principles, your morals off?
Especially when the Bible is the moral framework for half of
Yes.
most of your generation.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, like you even talk about being a prayer, you're gonna offend a bunch of people, and that's what we got worried about.
Well, there was somebody at work. I have a tiny Jesus on my desk, and they did not like that.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I mean, when I grew up, even people that didn't believe in God wouldn't offend God.
no, they wouldn't mock him.
They would not offend
No.
God, man.
Now you see like women over there bragging about how they've had 20 abortions.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, even if you did that, you shouldn't. That's messed up. But like, why tell the world? I feel like you should do. Like, shame is missing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how many
Morality.
like growing up? Like, how many girls got pregnant when they were 16 when you were growing up? Never.
If they did, you didn't know.
They'd be out. They
You
probably,
didn't
It was
know,
a
man.
shameful
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it was a
They
shame.
probably kicked her out the town.
Even being overweight was a shame.
Please bring that back.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you're mean. Like you're
Yeah.
you're fat phobic. Like I am. You shouldn't be. I'm so, that was almost a cuss moment. You fat. Like, get it together. It's like all you gotta do is work out, eat okay. I mean, you can still enjoy stuff here and there. It's like, but you feel better. Like even when I would diet right, like I could tell like I'd have more energy, and then when I ate like crap, you feel like crap. Right. But yeah, I totally agree with you about the moral framework. Is just like, I mean, I don't know. It's like we're going down a bad spiral. Yeah. I don't know. How do you stop it? You just have to let it crash.
Well, I mean, for me, every Sunday, you know, we meet, we read the Bible, we pray, we sing, we worship God, we teach, and then we follow it up on Wednesday, right? And changing the world is changing one person at a time, right? That's hope, right? So if I'm with 50 people that believes, they're hopeful, they're positive, that lets me wake up every day with hope, not despair.
That's what it is.
Not frustration, right?
Well,
But if a person is waking up every day without that, then what are their thought processes? What are they actually thinking? I mean, you see me at work.
yeah, you always in good.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling. I'm
Yeah.
at work. I'm having a good time. I don't care what's going on. Everything is good.
No stress. Yeah.
Right? No stress. Because stress about what?
Yeah.
Why would I be stressed?
Life goes on.
Life goes on, man.
So,
you know?
when do you think so? People start maybe like, and it doesn't have to be Christianity, but start going to some type of religious organization. Think that help things?
Yeah, even in my business, one of the things that I really appreciate is that we teach positive mental mindset, how to think, right? What to be thinking.
It's like a muscle for real.
Yeah,
Because
read.
or if you fill it with the wrong things, it's also in the muscle. In that way, it's like it's gonna drag you down.
Yeah, because in your whole life, everything is coming from your mind. Nobody's
That's true.
doing anything
Yeah.
to you.
Your framework, yeah.
Right? It's you.
Perception,
What you think.
perception is
How
reality.
you think about everything is how everything is to you. It's
Absolutely.
just what you think. Right?
Absolutely.
So
And I think, a lot of people, like, they have lost hope. It's just like, I think it's all tied in with, like, just be able to provide as a man. Like, it's kind of, the job market ain't that hot either. So it's like, as a man, it's like what you do also kind of, working kind of defines you, as a man, be able to provide for your family. And if you don't have that, hey, you have a nation that's not just financially bankrupt.
that's even one of the principles of the Bible. When God created the man, he said, go work.
And it's a lot of problems.
He said, go work.
I know people, Christians my age, just who have given up, like, on just working. I mean, they're also degenerates too. People that grew up drug addicts, but it's like, but you can't save them. Yeah. I've given them, pep talks, speeches. If they don't listen to their own fathers, they ain't gonna listen to me. So.
I mean, I'm a recovered drug addict.
I remember you told me, you said at a young age.
12 years old. Damn.
I didn't even know drugs were at that age.
Man, drugs have been around since man.
Since man.
You know what I'm saying?
Since man had problems.
It's just in different forms. But yeah, I mean, I came up in times were different, man. And
the world probably
was different.
Seemed like a lot bigger place. Yeah. Now it's like,
for me, my culture, and you guys know the story. You weren't there. You hear the stories and stuff, but I lived it. I was there. Yeah. I was alive when Dr. King got shot. Yeah. I was alive when Malcolm X got killed. I was alive when Jeff and I was
that's
alive.
crazy.
Right.
Seen all the assassinations.
Yeah. I was alive when they said you can't go to the school because you're
that's alive. Crazy.
I lived that, right?
So you went. So that made you appreciate how things.
Man, listen, gratitude is the best thing you can do in life. It's to understand that things could be worse.
And understand other people's pain, too.
Other people's pain, man.
Yeah, you're not the only one going through some hardship. Probably worse problems out there. You can't even imagine.
Can't imagine, man. So
drugs
was part of the thing that helped me through that. Being high instead of living with the reality of what was really happening. Mm-hmm. I was really being treated.
That's what, yeah.
But
a disconnect.
Yeah. Then I met Jesus and everything began to change.
That's awesome.
And I began to understand that nobody's better than me. I'm not better than anybody.
And you're responsible for your own choices.
My own choices, man. That changed everything.
That's what's missing. I think also, like, we've taught these kids, to blame somebody else for their problems and just and be, have resentment and be bitter. And, like, I realize, I could be mad at somebody and hate them, but that's not gonna make my life better. Honestly, forgiveness is usually the best way. Just that's the whole thing. Like, I think the concept as a Christian, like, I'm not really one religion. I'm being kind of open mind to. It's like, but like, love your enemy. That's just that. I'm like, hey, I love you, you guys, we cool. But somebody who hates me, like, that's like.
But
how?
Here's
how?
I know, but here's the thing, though. And my wife and I, we were just talking about this. See, love is not a feeling. It's an act.
You're right. Yeah.
Right. And what happens is we allow our feelings and our emotions, and our experience keep us from loving.
And make bad choices with that.
Right, right. See, when you love, it doesn't matter what a person is doing or has done or is doing to you, because love is the key, right? Even when, and again, I'm talking from a Christian perspective, even Jesus, the only human being who had never done anything to anybody, had never done anything wrong, and all the people that he loved and wanted to help decided that they want to kill him.
He still loved them.
And yeah,
That's
he said, forgive them.
that's
Because
hard.
they don't even understand what they're
Yeah,
doing.
forgive.
Right.
You don't know what you do.
They don't even know. So even when a person doesn't know you, they don't know Roland.
They probably hate me for just watching this.
They don't even know you.
Yeah.
And they will do something spitefully to you without even realizing who you are, what they're doing to you.
And then we probably have some things in common. They might actually like me.
You see, love you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
understand?
that's a stretch. Let's
You know
start
what
with
I'm saying?
like.
Yeah. I mean, so love and gratitude, man, is the key to peace.
Yeah, I think materialism has taken over all that, man. And I learned that, like, even as a kid, you buy this toy, or even when I got my first car, you get that feeling, oh, this is cool. But a few months, it wears off. And I realized just bonding with people, making memories, helping others out. Even if it's a stranger, man, that's a good feeling. Like somebody's down, you give them a couple of bucks, or,
Yeah. And I'm going to say this, too. In being creative and starting a business, what will cause that business to be successful is you thinking about the other person, not you. Now, how much money you're going to get, but what is it that you're doing that's going to benefit
value.
and add value to that person?
Yep.
That's where your reward will come in at. But if you're thinking with that employee mindset, I got to go to work, I got to get paid, you will never successfully build a business, ever. All successful businesses are successful for one reason, because they thought about the customer first.
yeah. Parties. Oh, you ever seen that Undercover Boss? Yeah, that's like something. I think it's all probably sketched up, but it's like,
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not reality.
Yeah,
It's a show. It's a TV show.
Yeah, there's no such thing as reality TV, but it's like you seem like how they're treated. But sometimes, like the customers, they're gonna be a jerk. But that's just part of being a professional. You just tell me, hey, or just don't shop here, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But let's switch to what about like race relations? You think race, do you have different types of do you have mostly black friends or?
Here's what happened to me. Okay, so I grew up in the hood.
What
right?
city?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh boy,
Right.
yeah, that's one of the
hood,
worst of the worst.
Now, we moved into a community that was. The plan was to integrate it, but everywhere a black person moved, a white person would move. So in a matter of a year, the whole community will be black because all the white people would have left. Damn. Right? So
White flight.
yeah. So
That's what's.
yeah. So, now here's the thing. Now my parents, they really did their best to teach us good morals and principles. Right? They taught us not to hate anybody. It was hard.
Yeah, that's
if you're being hated, how you not gonna hate back?
Especially if it's like somebody hates you because you're race.
Yeah, we were called the N word,
That's unfortunate.
to our face, and
Damn.
black this and black that. Even the last white person that moved from the neighborhood hit me on purpose with her car.
Her,
She
a
hit-
woman.
Yeah, she hit me on purpose. Man, we're in the street playing, and she's coming down the street. Boosh,
Could you imagine?
right?
God, dude.
So now
It'll be all over the.
now see that level of hate. That level
messed-
of hate.
That much hate is crazy.
That's
it's
unacceptable.
It's even inconceivable.
And they claim to be a Christian too.
Right. So now here's what happened to me. So I went into the military, and here's all these different people, right, which I had never experienced before, except for when I was in the 4th grade. We were forced to go to a white school because they was trying to integrate, right? So I had this friend. Well, I thought we were friends. We would share pictures and everything. And
Is he white?
yeah, he was
Okay,
white.
he's white, okay, so-
right. And my first white friend ever, right?
The last one. I'm just joking.
Yeah, not the last one. Not the last one. I got a lot of them now.
I'm just.
But anyway, in fact, my pastor's white, right? So anyway, I had my wisdom teeth pulled, right? Two of them. So that's each tooth is 24 hours bed rest. So we had just got to the command in Honolulu, Hawaii, and for your first 6 months, you have to serve the ship, right? You have to work in the galley. You got to do the dish. You got to do all this stuff. So he's stuck doing that while I'm in bed.
Oh, so he had
he
a little hate in him.
Yeah, so he says to another white guy, that lazy end, so-and-so.
Damn.
And a black guy, supervisor, heard him say it.
Oh, boy.
Now, I don't know anything about this, right? So he gets reported. He gets written up. He gets reported. So after my bed rest, I get someone to come and say, we wrote, so-and-so up for saying this about you, and that's not tolerated.
Sorry, what was your service? It was in the 80s?
Navy.
What time?
80s.
80s, okay.
In the 80s, and it was still, racism was still high.
I'm
then.
sure.
It ain't gone now, but back then,
it'll always be somebody.
It was still what it is, right?
Yeah.
So, anyway, that was an experience, but, speaking to that, we talked about gratitude, we talked about love, right? God has created every human being, right? No human being is better than any other human being.
They act like they do.
Yeah, no human being is worse than any other. We're just human beings. And according to the Bible, we're all sinners.
Yeah, you just
every
read my
one
mind.
of us.
I just thought that.
Right? All of us.
Yeah.
And no one's good but God. So if I'm looking at any one of you and I'm thinking ill about you, I'm actually looking in the mirror because I'm looking at me.
When they say you point one finger, three are pointing back.
I'm looking at me.
Yeah.
And when you hurt people, it's like, I want to hit me, but I'm going to hit you instead.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to hit me.
So I don't feel more pain.
I'm not going to bust my own lip, but I'll bust yours.
Well, what's the saying? I heard hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah, it's a domino effect. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But, when I listen to the news, I feel like I was saying it's designed to make us worried. But when I meet people like just like you guys or just strangers, like that's what gives me like, hey, things are all right. Yeah. But when you turn on the damn TV, you're like, I guess it's always been like that.
Yeah, it has.
If it leads, it bleeds.
Yeah, it leads. But before, okay, here's the thing. Here's what television means. Tell a vision.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
Bars.
Now,
Never heard that?
Now here's
not that way.
Now here's the thing. Because it's understood that what we think becomes who we are.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right? So if the man cannot control his own thinking, it'll be controlled.
Yeah.
So if I tell you this is the problem and you buy it as the problem, now you have a problem.
Well, they say either you program your mind or somebody else will do it.
Someone will do it, right? So I don't watch television. I don't watch the news. I found out about the pandemic 6 months after it happened.
What's with all these damn masks? Well, yeah.
This is how I found out. I went to work, and they was having this meeting about distancing. What y'all talking about, man?
Yeah, I got some issues right here.
What's going on, man? So, but anyway, any negative news, you will always find out.
Absolutely.
You don't have to watch it. Someone will always, even if it's a storm coming.
But the positive is buried.
It's buried, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't watch television. I don't watch the news. Anything I want to know about the government and politics, I just listen to other people tell me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, I was so over that freaking COVID BS. Like, I mean, did you get the vaccine?
No.
Thank God. You didn't. Man, see, like my lady got it. Well,
What's
she works for the hospital at a different town and never goes there. She's off-site coder. And they made her get the shot.
I had to take it or lose a job.
I'm like, she's not there.
I would have lost my job.
Dude, and it really messed with her thyroid. I'm sure he had some thyroid problem, the one where it's slow. It made her put on weight. She was like super tired, just bedridden. I'm like, what the hell's the point? Yeah. Like, I'm fine. Like, I didn't even take it. I just worked out, But
think of it like this.
The insanity of people, man, during that time.
Again, I'm speaking from a biblical perspective.
Yeah, I understand.
We are made from the earth, right? We're natural. So what sustains us is what's natural.
And it's hard to find that nowadays.
Now, if you take and put a chemical in something natural, it's going to have a negative effect.
Absolutely. It's not going to be natural anymore.
It doesn't matter if it's legal or not.
Yeah.
Now, I'm an ex-drug addict, and I know all those years, those drugs impacted me.
If you don't mind,
affected me.
Was there a certain drug?
Cocaine, crack cocaine, PCP, you name it. If I could
My
pop
dog.
it, pill it, smoke it.
We're gonna make that.
If they could get me high,
You're gonna make
give it
me
to
relapse.
Let's make that meme
Yeah.
with cocaine.
Yeah. But the thing is,
What's
now,
your favorite?
I wouldn't stick needles in me.
Okay, good.
You know what I'm saying? But if
that's
I
the
could-
point of no return.
Yeah, if I could snort it, pop it,
and
pill
you
it,
said you were what, 12,
I
13?
started. I actually at 11 years old.
That's
me,
crazy.
Me and my cousin started stealing his mom's, my aunt's pills. They were called Black Beauties, right?
Black
They were sleeping pills, right?
Black booties.
Black Beauty, because they were black, right?
Yeah.
And we stole them and we take them, you know. And by the time I was 12, I was smoking weed, drinking, and before I was 13, you know, whatever else I could get, you know. By the
Yeah,
time
you're just
I
in
was
a bad
16,
place.
By the time I was 16, I was a full-fledged drug addict. And
Was there
alcoholic.
a tipping point? You're like, man, I got to get my life together.
Yeah, I mean, I started thinking about my wife, man, and my two daughters. And
Well, how old were you when you got married?
I was 20 when I got married.
Okay. And how many kids you have by then?
Two. With the two daughters. And
Wow.
Super
then,
similar.
You're at a crossroads, basically.
yeah, my sister, you know, who was an evangelist, would always try to, you know, minister to me. And I grew up in a Christian home too, but it was the environment. And one day, I just decided to listen to her, and I knew she was right. And
You had been pushing it off kind of for a long
I
time.
just prayed. I prayed that night, and I recovered that night.
Really?
One night, I was done. Went to church. It was a Friday
You
night.
just cold turkey overnight. You were.
I just quit.
That's amazing. Good for you.
And
That's discipline right there.
well, to me, now I knew I was a drug addict. I knew I was an alcoholic, and I think that's probably the biggest problem with people that won't recover or don't recover is they don't identify what the issue is.
Yeah,
Right.
the drug is used just to cover the real problem.
It's the real problem, and identifying the real problem, then understanding why it is the problem. Now you can get a solution. But if you just don't even, or you're in denial, a lot of us just
You're just going around in circles.
going around in circles and keep on feeding the problem, right? Thinking that you're feeling better and you're feeling worse every time you do it. So for me, I knew what was wrong with me. And I knew that I could change that if I wanted to.
It takes a lot of humility to even admit that. A lot of people, I mean,
I knew what did that was my inferiority complexity, my low self-esteem, the fact that I was poor and didn't feel worthy because I was black, and all of those things. I knew what was wrong, but once I realized, hey, man, I'm a human being. No one's smarter than me. No one's better than me. No one has more than me. You know, I'm as good as anyone else.
I think that's what's
helped.
missing is like accountability and individualism.
Yeah.
That's like people try to be in a tribe way too much. Like, I think you just worry about, you know, it's like either you're on this side or this side. Like, can we just like, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm trying to, I think they're both, you know, they're both crooks. I mean, basically, like, it's I mean, am I wrong?
They're both crooks.
I mean, for the most part, they feed you all this BS, but
I wouldn't call them crooks. What I would call them is people who found a career path that they're passionate about and willing to do whatever it takes to fulfill it.
even to betray their constituents.
Yeah.
That's the crook part. I mean,
You know?
but yeah, I realize I'm over this. Like, hey, I mean, I guess now it's like it's easier for us to kind of find more truth than like what lies we've been told. But like, is there something like what propaganda did they feed you? I guess in the army, like in the 80s, we didn't really have a war going on per se, but did they try to make, like be against these people, or like, it's the Arabs, or was there anything like that?
Okay, here's the thing. We have to defend
Absolutely.
our country, right? I mean, that's what you're thinking. You're defending your country, and because you have such belief and faith in your country, you're willing to die for your country. You know,
Or somebody could, they could mislead you.
you're thinking about your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your
Just the homeland in general.
your
Yeah.
homeland. You want to defend it, right? And if you don't do it, who's going to do it, right? And that's the mindset of a soldier. You know, a person that's serving the country in the military. That's what
Yeah, selflessness.
right? And you know, you make that commitment, you make that oath, you swear to do that.
Defend the Constitution.
Yeah, you swear to do it, and then you know, I mean, you get to a point and you start realizing, you know, that maybe some of the decisions you made wasn't good. Maybe you shouldn't have done it.
You talk about you or
Me. I'm talking
you
about
like
me.
before the Navy or during or just in general?
Sometimes at some point, I started thinking about being free and being an individual, you know. And I was about 34 years old at that time, you know. And
So around about my
I
age.
had been in for 15 years and had decided I would retire at 20, you know, which I retired at 39 years old. So I started kind of thinking like I'm thinking now and then, you know, about my future, being independent, you know, what could I do to generate income other than work for other people, you know, and what could I do to take care of my own health, you know, what's in my control, what's out of my control. So that's the pursuit that I went in and got into for my life.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remind me a lot of my dad. I mean, in, like, good ways. Like, he's not articulate as you. But like,
Because we're from that generation.
yeah. I mean, he came from, like in Kosovo, in Eastern Europe. I mean, you built your house.
Yeah.
I mean, now people just give up on everything.
Yeah.
Like, you get in one fight, you know, or you bump heads, people, they're ready to get a divorce.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Like, I mean, I just don't like how, you know, if you love somebody or you believe in a cause, or, you know, you just don't give up. But that's our, you know, Christian Minds generation, unfortunately. Not us, but, you know, overall, I just.
Half my generation ain't like me.
So talk about that. I mean, what are some of the things that you guys see that's problematic?
I mean,
with your generation.
home ownership for one thing. I mean, that's huge. I mean, if you don't like, what could you get a house for before? Let's say even before the pandemic, man, you could get a house. You know, I mean, my parents bought their house in 2010. I remember it was $115K. Now that same house, I mean, they've done stuff to it, but it's $250 now. I mean, I wish, you know, Trump was talking about, you know, helping out. Stop letting these big equity firms like BlackRock and, you know, Vanguard. They're buying up all the starter homes and they're renting them out. So that's a big problem. And I mean, just our wages ain't keeping up with inflation. I mean, how much money can you print? That's what I'm saying. Eventually, like the cards have to just collapse. I don't know. Like, what do you do? 40 trillion, 50? What happens when we get to 100 trillion? And like all the dollars we're working for are basically just more useless the next day. That's why you talk about, you know, investing in real estate. Like my dad, you know, when you invest in assets, they go up. You know, you get more money. But if you're just holding cash, you're screwed. You can't hold cash. But it's like, I don't know. I guess just not in a spiritual way, but like that's why I say I lose hope. Just like my average American, you know, somebody my age, like how are we gonna have a family? It's just you almost can't, or you just gotta struggle. And I don't want to bank on food stamps. Nothing wrong with taking welfare. I mean, if it's there, you should get it. I know it's been a big controversy, you know, especially the beginning of this month when they cut them off. But it's like, I mean, why do we have 42 million people even on food stamps to begin with? That's and nothing wrong with getting them because we got them a little bit, but it's like my parents never said, hey, we should be on this forever. And I think that's a lot of problems in America, black and white, generational dependency.
Do you know, you probably don't know this, did you know white food stamps was made for white people? See, people don't even know that.
Ain't that ironic?
See,
and they actually were stamps.
People don't even know.
And they remember we were talking.
See, the benefits and privileges came to the black people later.
Yeah, secondhand.
Like it didn't get created
for the
black people.
Yeah.
It already existed, right? And then because of the emancipation, you know,
civil rights
and everything, then we get privileged to be able to take advantage of some things that was already there.
Which, I mean, those same welfare programs, I think that has hurt the black family since the 1960s in a way. It's hurt the black family in a lot of ways because it incentivized, I mean, overall, white families too, but like kick the husband out, the state, the father becomes the government. And that's why I see, like, no offense to like anybody comes from a single family home, but no matter your skin color, you're more likely to get in trouble. Especially as a boy, because no offense to women, but you need a man role model. If you're just raised by a bunch of emotional women, you're going to become like that. You know, I'm just saying, like, but I noticed that's a big problem. Like, it's common. Like, you know, girls have 4 or 5 baby daddies, and they want you to teach them like they're a queen. Like, even one baby daddy, that was never even a term. You're like, what?
But like I was saying, you know, a little earlier, that it's the morals,
decayed.
They've
decayed.
Right, that people are not living by, right? People are coming up with their own beliefs, what they think should be, you know, what's right for them, and there are no standards, right?
Double standards.
Yeah, or double standards or triple standards.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, how old are you?
26.
26?
32.
You're 32. So what could you do?
It's
I'm quitting my job and going to work for a nonprofit.
I'm trying to, create
Community
this. Yeah, I'm trying to build this up, and I want to do another like a reaction channel, but I'm gonna do that.
So what do you want this to do?
I want this to take off, man.
I mean, what
Make money.
you want
Oh yeah,
to make money.
yeah. I want to throw ads on there, have sponsors.
Okay.
I want to help Roland.
Yeah,
I just want to help Roland.
yeah. Build my own studio, have my own office. I've thought about it, big scale, but I don't know. But there's been a big help.
What do you mean?
Though.
Like, what do we want to do?
Like
we're
built.
Talking about quite a few issues here. Mainly about your generation.
I like to build wealth, and at the same time, I want to help people.
I just try to tell other people my age whenever I see them struggling, or if I see them like maybe not going the right way. Like, hey man, like I like to grab people. I don't want to name names, but there's a younger dude at work, little Asian guy,
Yeah.
And he's, I wouldn't say he's on the wrong path, but he could be doing better.
Yeah.
I would say he's on the wrong path.
Well, he could do better.
I mean, he's on the wrong path and needs to do better.
He has the
he's
potential.
at least doing better than most his age.
Especially where he came
he's
from.
Coming to work.
Yeah.
And but I'm telling him every day, like, hey, you need to be to work on time, before on time.
No.
You need to do
Well, it's
these
multiple
certain
people,
things. You
not
need to
just
save
him.
this amount of money. You need to be thinking about the future.
Yeah, especially if you got multiple kids.
So there's not much we can do, but just like tell
Good
people.
example.
Yeah, just tell people when you see them, hey, maybe you could do this.
Don't make your life more difficult than it is.
And you don't have to be hateful. It doesn't
No.
have to be hateful. You can just be like, hey, man, I've been there. I see me and you. Stop. And that's all you have to do. Just let people know.
And Paul, being a product of the environment. He came from a bigger inner city as well. So
Yeah.
but I don't know. I think you can overcome. But man, just don't shoot yourself in the foot. But back to you say what our concerns are. Just like living. Just buy groceries. I mean, hell, how much are you spending?
I spend around $600 a month in groceries.
It's not bad.
$150 a week. I budget.
That's not bad. You're probably not getting a bunch of BS either.
I don't get no help. I get work. But what I get paid.
No, I'm saying like you're probably buying like.
Oh, I don't buy bullcrap. No.
Oh.
My kids, they eat healthy. They eat
I can tell
meat.
none-
They eat fruit. They eat vegetables.
none of them
they
are
drink
overweight.
water. No,
None of them are heavy.
no, they don't eat dyes.
My son, I'll have him we'll splurge a little bit, but he plays sports and stuff. I think my mom keeps asking me to have another kid. I'm just like,
Get a wife first.
oh, I'm basically
Don't have a kid
yeah.
without a wife.
I mean, me and my girl not married, but we're basically now together.
Well, make
just-
sure you get a good one.
Yeah, yeah. At least I get along with his mom. At least so
Use
that goes
wisdom.
along. That goes along. That's another problem. If you let's say you didn't work out with the last woman, at least get along. I mean,
Okay, let me. That's a good subject. So, okay, what is it that has caused the two of you to separate?
Oh.
or not to be together? What is
I mean, it was just we were young. We were 21 when my son was born. It was more me. Like I wasn't feeling it. I hate to say that. I still care about her, but I realized
Okay, let me say this.
I wasn't like
When I met my wife, I was 15,
That's how old was she?
16,
Okay.
right? We got married. I was 20. She was 21. Right.
People are waiting longer now to get married.
Now here's the thing. This is what I think is an issue. You could correct me if I'm wrong. Commitment is one of the biggest problems with your generation.
Oh, absolutely.
Committed to anything,
Yeah.
right?
Especially
Well,
intimate.
I would say it leans more on the female side.
It's
my
both.
generation.
I mean, we're dogs. There's guys are still dogs too, but women are a lot more promiscuous, Mike, than
But here's
before.
the thing, though. That has a lot to do with the men. See, a woman, a female, one of the greatest imaginations is someone to marry them, to treat them like a queen,
Yeah.
right? And after so many disappointments, they give up hope, right? And if any male decides, okay, I like her for whatever reason he thinks he like her, he should be that king. He should be that knight in shining armor. He should be the one that says, I'm going to make you a queen.
And not many are stepping up like that nowadays.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see, now, in my church, I've been to 5 weddings in a year, and nobody's 25 years old. No one.
They were younger or older?
Younger.
Okay.
Right? And I'm back to the moral standards and the principles and the reasons for and why, right? How are you living? Why are you living? right? And when there's no script or no standards or no principles, then what are you going to live by?
That's true.
What are you going to go by? And see, God created us, male and female, to have relationships,
It's almost controversial
to
nowadays.
become married.
You might offend somebody, Mike.
Listen, listen, you could offend somebody because I got on brown boots,
Yeah.
right? So the thing is, and we're talking about your generation, and I feel for you. At the same time, I'm kind of peaceful because it's not me. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got out that building a long time ago.
It's not me.
It's
right?
burning
But
to the
at
ground.
the same time, I do have children that's in your generation
I appreciate it.
that I'm talking to all the time.
No, you always give me good advice, man. I mean, like you said, there's a lot of guys that are just like they're bums. I mean,
See, men should be the foundation.
the leadership.
They're the leaders, right?
Yeah, but like
if you decide you don't want to lead, then what is the woman going to do?
a lot of women, like they say they want to lead her, but then they don't want to lead. You ask him, like they'll like it's like a double standard with them too. They want you to be a traditional man, but they're not a traditional woman.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. Again, looking in the mirror, the only person you see is you, right? It's you. So whatever it is going on outside of you has nothing to do with you. So if your standards are, this is me, this is what I do, this is what I believe, and you just do that.
Simple.
Just let that be seen and known.
Simple enough.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's simple. I mean, I've done it all my life. My wife respects me and loves me because I've always just been that man.
Yeah. Well, you're rare.
You know what I'm saying? Even when I had issues,
You just gotta keep it 100 is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All the time.
Even with your faults,
even
your
listen,
goods and bads.
I should tell her this. Listen, you knew that I smoked weed when you met me.
Yeah.
You knew that I drank when you met me.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So was she like she was clean? Like she
It was clean. My
Okay, so
wife never smoked.
and then another way,
She's never
she
done
was kind of
drugs.
like a moral. You looked up to her in a way because like, hey, she was like was
she was
pure.
clean.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who am I to want somebody clean when
Yeah.
I'm unclean?
We got
But-
so much in common, me and you.
Yeah.
I just gotta say that.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Grayson.
Say that.
I mean, not great. Christian went. Yeah, he went through some very similar, like older,
so much in
like
common.
maybe in his early 20s, like late teens. Not, I mean, you were 13. That's crazy. I didn't even know what crack was back then. But you had a totally different
I was
environment.
smoking weed at 10 years old.
Yeah.
I waited. I was like 16,
I
I
understand.
was taking pills at 11.
See, here's the thing.
like pain pills.
I'm
Like
gonna say this.
Chloroquine,
then.
cough, and cold
Let me
pills.
say this, then we're gonna wrap it up. Right. Every human being has issues.
Absolutely.
You don't judge anybody, but
Oh.
just because you human, you already know.
We all filled with sin.
Right, we all are, man. Right, so accepting everybody for who they are, and then allowing them to be that.
Yeah,
Right, and then you just 100% be whoever you are, whatever that is.
absolutely.
And that transparency, that genuinity, it creates relationships.
That's how you build the bond.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you can't like have a life without no foundation. A trust. I mean, it takes
Trust is everything.
takes years to build, seconds to destroy them.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, but good on you, man. Like I said, we'll wrap it up. Hey, thanks for stopping by. We'll have to do it again soon, man. I appreciate you. Gave me a lot of encouragement. I'm trying to stay positive. It's just like I look around me, but
Hey,
all I can control is what I do.
Here's a famous quote from Yoda. There is no try. It's
Just
only
do.
do.
Only do.
I will
So
stay.
if you're trying, you're not doing it.
I will stay positive.
Yes, that's what you say. That's how you do that. You stay
Well,
positive.
Well, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We'll have probably another episode sometime soon. Appreciate it. Till next time. All right, good.